Well, hi everyone. This is Lynna, and I just had a few minutes. It's probably the first time you've seen me in a long time where I'm not like frozen, and thank God for that because it has been absolutely, you know, there's a place where people get to in life where they can look back on certain things that they did and stuff and feel like, well, gee, I think that was probably the lowest point in my existence, um, professionally. Well, today, I think I hit it. I think it was more miserable than the other day when it was like blowing snow and snowing out of the sky like crazy, and I was underneath a tarp, and I'm building this 9-foot crane, and I have to get it built and have the camera on there. Stuff that you have to do, in order to get cameras all set and faxed and ready for the show and all that. But today, I think it even was worse. Because I swear, it doesn't matter what you wear, I'm still cold. And I don't know if it's the estrogen or what, but it has been absolutely frigid for me. I just never knew the world of cold that I was getting myself into. Add to that the fact that I had a run-in with my tech manager, which was even another thing that I didn't like, I didn't care for. Make a long story short, everyone, back on Thursday, I had worked the Wednesday night. I'd done that Grizzlies game, basketball, and I left that night, spent the night, had a good night's rest, and then got up the next day and hit the road, Jack or Jackie, whoever. And so I'm on the road, and I was on the phone with people talking about my situation, people trying to get me to come back to detransition or something, as if, right? As if. I don't understand what people think sometimes, that you're just like going to change your mind or something. Whatever, it's just all you can say to that. But I ended up, driving and stuff, and I talked to my friends and talked to some people that I thought were friends. And before you know it, it was getting dark, it was getting late. I was still kind of like not on the road completely, where I needed to be. And I was like driving at like 3 in the morning, and I'm driving into Minnesota, and I hit like an icy patch, and yeah, I spun around on the street, on the road, and got out of control and like went into a snowbank. I missed a sign like by 5 feet, I think. I was trying to veer myself away from it, but I ended up getting trapped basically in the snow. Couldn't open my driver's side door. I could open the right side door, but I didn't know if I had sustained damage on my car because I had my jib and it was heavy. There were things in there, and I was like, okay, Lynna, you just gotta calm down. Just calm down. It's gonna be okay. You're gonna be fine. So I did. I was calm. I pulled out the box of sweet tarts that had spilled out and fallen on the floor. I picked some up, ate them. And then I got my phone out, and I decided to make a call to AAA, which I knew I wanted to do. And so I call up AAA, and AAA is like, I'm sorry, but we don't have a record. Well, actually we do, but you're expired and you have not been, you're not up to date. So before we can send service out your way, we're gonna have to, get you to pay. So went through all the rigmarole in order to get them paid, get the service up and running, and then I contacted, the people that I needed to contact at AAA. They got the roadside service there, and it was like, probably a 2.5 to 3 hour ordeal that basically I had to. I lost time. I was and ended up making me late to my job. Well, what I didn't realize is that when I got to the hotel that I was staying at, checked in and everything, I called my tech manager. It was like 10 to 8. I'm supposed to be there at 8 o'clock, so obviously I'm late. Well, I just told him, I said, Bruce, sir, I'm really sorry, but this is Lynna, and I just wanted to let you know that I'm not going to be there on time. Oh, he just like laid into me like no tomorrow, and I just was like, really? Is this how I want to be treated? So I called up my crewer, and I told her, I said, Jillian, Bruce is being a total ass. He's being a jerk. And I don't know if it's because of the transgender thing or what's going on with him, but he's just really treating me really poorly. And Jillian said, oh, it's okay, I'm so sorry. I don't know why, blah, 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 but I'll call him. And she calls him, then she calls me back. And, because I was incensed, I was upset, I was really bothered. So she calls me back and says, because I told her, I said, I can just pack up my stuff, get myself back in my pretty little car, and drive my buns back to Nashville, because I don't need this. If this is how it's going to be, I really don't want to be a part of it. I know I have lots of friends, but I don't want to do this if this is the situation. So she kind of diffused it for me, and she basically, said that I needed to rise above, and that, that she didn't have anyone else, and that, people are gone to Sochi to do the games, and other people are busy doing other things. So I said, well, I'm not going to leave you high and dry. I'll be there. I'll get over. I'll deal with it. So I did. I got there, and everyone was really nice. Super nice people. Old friends, acquaintances, people that knew me before. Some didn't know who I was, and I had introduced myself. And but others saw me, and they said, hey, Lynna, and it was like, cool, they're calling me my name. And I've been, the director's really cool. I'm getting called Lynna in the truck, and that's like a first ever, and that's really cool. And then everybody was just really nice, except for this tech manager. Flash forward to last night. Well, apparently I was on headsets a few times when they desperately needed me, I guess, or something, but didn't really need me. They just, I'm not like off eating bonbons and sitting around a campfire singing Kumbaya. I mean, I'm literally freezing and trying to do my job. That's what I'm doing. I'm trying to do my job. So I'm setting up the jib, basically, and at the end of the night, the technical director said, okay, that's a good night. And then the director's like, okay, the cameras are clear. Nice job. We'll see you tomorrow. Calls at noon, whatever. So I'm freezing. I mean, I'm frozen, not freezing. Freezing is when it's above zero. This is below zero. So I'm frozen. And I talk to him, and what is it? I pull the headset off, and I tell my utility, okay, let's go. Let's get out of here. It's so frigid, cold, and everything. And so I start buttoning up my camera, start putting it away. Next thing I hear is over the two-way radio later. They're like, where's 6? Where's 6? Where's 6? 6 is my camera, right? And they're like, 6, what? 6 is supposed to be on headset, and so the tech manager's incensed again. He's mad at me. It's like I can't win for losing. It's really pathetic. And I really do have a great reputation in town. I don't know why, this trip is just all of a sudden different. But so basically, I was reamed at, by the director indirectly, because by the tech manager. And then he's like, tell 6 that 6 needs to be back in my office at the end of this shoot, and I need to talk to them. I'm like, okay, great. So I go back to the truck after I get everything cinched down and put away, and he's nowhere to be found. Well, then I get a call, and my crewer says, Lynna, I just wanted to let you know that everything's great. You're doing a great job, and the director loves your shot, and you're just doing a wonderful job. But there was like apparently an incident, I guess, where you didn't like stay on headset, where other camera people did, and I was like, yeah, and he's like, well, I just wanted to, say if you could just stay on headsets, until you're cleared. So I said, Jillian, I understand, and I never do this. I never, whatever. So I said, but it's Bruce, and he's been a jerk to me, and it's really hard to communicate with him. So she's like, rise above, girl, rise above, and so I thought I was gonna rise above. So what I did was I called Bruce, and I said, and this is a tone that I used. I said, hey Bruce, this is Lynna, and I just wanted to say that, even though we didn't start off on the right foot, it cuts me off right immediately. He's like, what do you mean start off the right foot? I'm not talking about starting off the right foot. And he's got this New York accent, so he's like, really kind of rough around the edges and like alpha male type, and stuff. And he's like, what? And I'm like, what do you think? I mean, you lied to me. You told me that you didn't get the schedule, and you did, so you're a liar. And I'm like, oh, really? So now it's getting personal. Now you're talking about me and questioning my character and everything. I'm like, do I really need to listen to this? And he's like, well, if you would stop and you would just settle down and we could carry on the conversation. I'm like, yeah, well, I don't think that we can at this point, because you just kind of called me a liar, and I'm not. And I said, and I have a great reputation in this town, and your commentary is out of line and unprofessional, and I'm not going to listen to any of it because it's not right. I said, I took the high road and reaching out to you and apologizing, and this is how I get greeted. And I'm like, I don't know if I can come in tomorrow. I mean, this is how I'm going to be treated. And I said, I totally think that this is because I'm transgender and you just don't like me. Oh, listen, I don't care who you are, blah, 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 blah. And then he like hangs up on me. So I called Jillian back up. I said, Jillian, I am not gonna come back. Oh, no, you can't do that. I'm like, Jillian, yeah, I know he's being a jerk and an ass and all that. And I'm like, well, what do you want me to do? I mean, I'm just getting assaulted in my character. I mean, the reputation I have. Oh, yes, it's stellar. You do a great job, and everyone's happy, and the director's happy, and everyone just loves you. I know. So what's the deal with Bruce? So, she tells me again to rise above. So I do, and I deal with it. And here we are, and it's already 13 minutes. And I'm really not supposed to talk this long on YouTube, but I just thought you guys might want to know a little bit about what's going on with me, and how I just can't wait, literally can't wait to get back to my beloved Nashville and thaw out from this, the absolutely worst and most frigid experience that I've ever had professionally. Well, anyway, this is Lynna. We'll see you guys. Bye.